Hey sweeties, it's Demetra, Sweet Savant, your personal chef, and today we're going to make my favorite sticky honey chicken. I'm using drumsticks today, but you can use thighs. Chicken thighs would be great in this, or chicken wings. But tonight we're going to use these drumsticks, and I'm doing a double batch because you can make it, park it in your refrigerator, and it's good for days, and you ain't got to worry about cooking for a couple of days. So I'll show you the double batch, and I'll put the ingredients for it at the end of the video. We're going to start off with a Ziploc bag full of chicken drumsticks. So I've got 10 drumsticks in each bag, and I'll give you the measurements, but I'm just going to wing it as I pour it in because that's just what I usually do. And it's going to start with barbecue sauce. I love a little barbecue sauce. It's about 1/4 cup. It really helps to hold the marinade onto the chicken. Gotta get some hot sauce in there. Sriracha also would be really good with this. A little hot sauce. Some soy sauce. Now I am going to measure the soy sauce because I use a lot of soy sauce. And you just want to control the salt. You know, you don't want to have too much salt in your recipe. So I'm going to put 1/4 cup of soy sauce in each bag. That there. And that in there. And some honey. Another 1/4 cup of honey. And I eyeball it because I cook a lot and I know about how much I want in there. Plus it helps, save dishes because I hate to do dishes. Let's get a little fresh cracked pepper in each one. And I'm not going to add any additional salt because the soy sauce will have enough salt for us. And then I'm going to get some fresh ginger. You can use about a teaspoon of dry ginger, or this is about a 1/2 inch piece of fresh ginger. And I use my microplane. See how fine it gets it? It just makes it perfect for the salt. Ooh, that pepper's getting to me a little bit. Drop the rest of that in there. Make sure you get it all. Some garlic cloves. These garlic cloves are so tiny. So I have 3. I could really use more. I'm going to put more in the other bag. And again, I used to use the micro. Look how fine it gets that garlic. And yes, your hands will smell like garlic a little bit, but just wash them and then rub your hands on a stainless steel spoon, and that helps to get the smell, the garlic smell off your hands. Put some of that in there. I'm going to probably add another garlic clove to this bag. And close each bag up. Try to squeeze out the air. And then just squish it around. And make sure everything is mixed up nicely. That your drumsticks get well coated. There we go. Well coated with the marinade. And you can let this sit in your refrigerator for 6 hours, overnight, even 2 days. Well, that would be really good. But 6 hours is fine. Or make it like the night before and cook it for dinner the next day. But whenever I put raw meat or anything in the refrigerator, I always set it on a sheet pan, so that way if anything drips, it all gets caught on the sheet pan and doesn't roll into your vegetable drawer, because that would be nasty. So I'm going to take this over to the refrigerator, and I'll see you back here in about 6 hours. Not really, we'll skip ahead. Okay, so my oven is preheating. It's preheated to 425 degrees. They're nice and hot. Let me grab my chicken out of the refrigerator. If you have time and you want to, you can pull it out, pull the chicken out of the refrigerator, you know, for like an hour before you cook, just to let it come up to room temperature. It'll help the chicken cook more evenly. It's really not that big a deal. It's going to be delicious either way. I have a couple of sheet pans lined with aluminum foil, and then I brushed it with about a teaspoon of oil. So that'll make easy cleanup, and the drumsticks won't stick because there's a lot of sugar in the marinade, and you don't want that sugar, you know, to burn onto your chicken or onto your pan, because then you have to work hard to clean it off. And if I can avoid it, I certainly will. So I'm going to put the chicken onto the tray and leave some space. Here, I'll give you a better look at it in just a second. And you want to shake off the excess marinade. You don't have to dry it off, but just get rid of the extra marinade there. And so you want it spaced kind of evenly so that the heat of the oven can circulate around those chicken drumsticks and get it cooked quickly and evenly. And it's going to be in the oven for about 25, maybe 30 minutes. And I'll see you in a little while, and we'll show you what to do next. Oh, wait, almost forgot. Don't throw out the marinade. We're going to get a little pan and boil it down. Here, let me show you. So our glaze, our marinade, we're going to turn into a glaze, and we'll just pour it into a saucepan. And as long as you like simmer it, get it hot and bubbly for 10 minutes, you're going to kill any bacteria. So we're just going to put that on the fire. All right, now our sauce, well, our marinade is simmering down. It's going to get nice and thick, and we're going to let it bubble for about 10 minutes, stirring occasionally. Watch the heat so you don't burn it, but you want to kill any bacteria, and we're going to make a lovely glaze for our chicken. So after this simmers down and gets nice and syrupy, we're going to brush it onto our chicken and put the chicken back under the broiler. It's going to be good, y'all. And I'm just going to flip the chicken over about halfway through cooking. Actually, maybe it's been in about 20 minutes, so. Oh, look at that color. It's a thing of beauty. I'm going to go back into the oven for another 10 minutes. Then pour on a little bit of that reserved glaze. Coat the chicken legs. Brush the glaze on, and then pop this back under the broiler. For just a few minutes. Be careful because the sugar in the glaze burns easily, and you don't want to start a fire in the kitchen. So our chicken is out of the broiler. Remember, I made a double batch so that I wouldn't have to cook tomorrow. Oh my goodness, look at that. So succulent and juicy. This is great for when you're entertaining because you just pop it in the oven, and really, that's about it. Brush some glaze on. Oh my goodness, look at that. You can garnish it with a little green onion if you like, to add some color. I'm going to serve this with some fresh lo mein noodles, stir-fried with some vegetables. I'll show you that in the next video. And you've got enough to feed a crowd. It's a great price because chicken drumsticks are very affordable. You feed a bunch of hungry folks and everybody will be happy, I promise. And that's it. Look, oh my gosh, look at it. So good, so easy, and you probably have most of the things for the marinade in your refrigerator right now. Soy sauce, got that. Barbecue sauce, probably. Hot sauce, you better. Honey, garlic, ginger, pepper. So darn good. Please subscribe for more recipes and have a delicious day.